Which popular person is secretly an asshole, but not widely known to be so? Stephen A. Smith is apparently the biggest asshole at ESPN, as confirmed by multiple ESPN alumnists and guests. Bill Maher, while probably not surprising, is one of the worst human beings on earth. If you see him in public and so much as say hi, he'll roast you right there and tell you to fuck off. Former NLB player Niger T. Plush Morgan was the biggest athlete asshole I've ever met personally. I was like 12 when I asked for his autograph and he glared at me and told me to fuck off. Rich guy thing going, but I've heard a lot of shady things come out about him in the last few years, including being close to some guy who used to have an island he'd hold questionable parties on. Here's the thing, every person has bad days where they meet someone and are kind of addicted to them. Or especially celebrities. So, every celebrity is going to have someone who tells a story about meeting them and they were a dick. It's when those stories outnumber the good ones, or when they start happening all the time, that they are probably just bad people at their core. Patrick Mahomes was apparently a huge bully in high school, according to a friend who went there with him. Another friend of mine has seen Dan Harmon kissing a minor in a bar, and apparently Eric Wareheim brought the high school girls to a party. Celebrities are just people who get obsessed over. No way of knowing if any have the skills to hide being an asshole in modern times when everyone has a camera. It would get it out if Taylor Swift kicked puppies behind closed doors. Gayle King, journalist, host, Oprah's best friend. She was our local news anchor during my formative years growing up. She treated retail and service workers like crap. Stories of Gayle being bitchy in public were the norm. Ring about Craig Sager cutting his son to daughters from his first marriage off his laughter, receiving a bone marrow transplant from him, and also cheating on his wife with a Chicago Bulls dancer. Once had Tom Brokaw give me a "don't you even think about approaching me" look while he walked from outside to inside the studio. I was probably a time thing. It was during the Today Show. Mr. Freeze. No, not the Batman villain. The YouTuber known for spending hours on Hitman calculating the best approaches. Apparently he has been involved with scandalous activities already. While these ones are kind of known, I still think people just don't see or don't care about how Chris Brown treats the people around him. Same goes for Jada Smith up to a point. Back in the 90s, I used to work at a car rental place. I got the privilege of cleaning Nick Cage's chewed gum off the floor of a car. I was fucking 14. Fuck him. Kirstie Alley is from my hometown and was notorious for her terrible tipping at restaurants and abusive treatment of retail workers. But she dead now. Tommy Lee told me to fuck off once. I was a 17-year-old kid super happy to meet him. He was struggling that one night outside Lax Law. I guess it's kind of known at this point, but more people need to know about Taylor Swift. Me Canyon made a good parody about her. Everyone is an asshole, no matter popularity or status. There are only varying degrees levels of assholism within each individual. This may be a little controversial, but the proud and illustrious Great Cornholio is in fact a giant bunghole. I don't really have good sources, but I've been hearing some people lately say that Tina Fey is a huge bitch. You most likely need to be some sort of sociopath to make it as a celebrity. Either that or you become one. Julia Mum was an extra in one of her She is a massive uppity snooty BTCH. I always knew Ellen was a cunt just by how she acted. Wasn't surprised at all when the new came out law. I've heard from multiple people who have met him in different contexts that Bill Nye is an asshole. Babyface until his kids from his first marriage and female fans recently outed him. Me, I am famous for being an asshole, but not yet popular enough like a celebrity. Swear to God anyone says Sir David Attenborough, I'm burning this place down. I heard Meg Ryan is so bad, even her husband Dennis Quaid became an asshole. Ben Stiller, as confirmed by a friend who's in the movie set industry. Mark Wahlberg literally committed hate crimes when he was younger. Apparently Gary Radar Berghoff is kind of a piece of shit. Sadly, Peyton Manning, never meet your heroes and all that. Niels Bohr, heard that he was behaving terrible to children. All of them. My source is that I made it the fuck up.